Well, we don't need to record for poker, so. Or you mean record this before poker?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna jump back into the world. I'm gonna say jump back into the ninth world of Numenera.
Make sure you're wearing your safety gear.
Shut up. So yeah, again, for the listener, I haven't heard back from Lauren, so I don't know if he's planning on coming back.
Is he even still alive?
Well, I hope so. But I honestly have no way of confirming that. So, right now, sorry, remind me your character's name again?
Belenus.
Belenus had just made a new friend.
Yay, friends.
What?
Yay, friends.
Yeah. I have no idea what that's like, obviously.
Well.
Yeah, given the room currently. Yeah, exactly. So, you meet a new friend, and you both move over to a table to sit down, and get some drinks, and recover from the mild conflict just experienced.
Poor guy.
Yeah. But as your new acquaintance sits down, you notice kind of an odd light faintly radiating off of him as he kind of just fades out of existence as far as you know.
Damn it. Not again. Or maybe it's the first time. I don't know.
The first time you would see it.
But damn it.
And we'll just say this now, because Lauren's character could travel through time. We're going to say he just kind of slipped through time.
Whoops.
And is elsewhere.
Damn it.
So, do you remember what all was going on when we left off?
At least in this town, I can't remember as like for the country or kingdom wise what was happening, but at least in this town there was kind of like a little bit of a mafia mob situation going on where the people were like roughening up the townspeople and put in their own head of the township, mayor, governor, whatever.
Well, they had, I want to say, executed the mayor.
And put in someone else new.
Well, the, again, for lack of a more Numenera-y name or title, the deputy mayor would have been promoted. And, he was uneasy about that from what everyone could see. Yeah, you don't think he's necessarily working with these folks.
No. But he's kind of like, I don't know what else to do either.
Yeah. So, the deputy mayor is now the new mayor. And, shit, I have to go back and listen to the old episode. Because I have here written that the mayor of Redstone is disciplined by criminal element.
I thought he'd been.
Yeah, I thought we killed him too. But again, that's why I need to go back and listen to the...
Stab.
Yeah. Anyway.
A big swinging stab. That's not a stab.
Well, if you have like a pointed thing angled on the end of it and you swing it so the point enters... So, anyway. Yeah. So here we are. You see some not very nice people kind of roaming the streets and causing trouble. And your one acquaintance has now faded into the ether.
Damn it. We were gonna be friends.
Yeah. And again, a phenomenon I am all too familiar with.
Is there anyone else paying attention to that, noticing that he just disappeared? Or
no.
Everyone probably started paying back attention to their own stuff after.
Yeah, everyone's just minding their own business, trying to avoid drawing attention to themselves. You know, like how you guys did.
Damn it.
Yep.
Is there anyone else that's kind of like that looks unique, interesting? Are there any dice?
Oh shit, we should probably grab dice. You motherfucker.
But yeah, is there anyone interesting? Anyone kind of on their own, or maybe a group of people that look like they might kind of understand or know what's going on, disappointed or upset with like how things are going in the town?
You know, that's an excellent thought I should have considered when I wrote this. Yeah, you see just...
I mean, if they're local townspeople, I can see them being kind of disheartened and yet not really wanting to like stick their neck out.
Right.
Maybe people from the surrounding area might, be kind of wanting to do something, but the townspeople themselves might be a little apprehensive.
Yeah, I mean, everyone in here, for the most part, like I said, is just minding their own business, getting their drinks. I probably should throw in someone here for you to actually interact with so we can move forward.
I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, the bar would be a good place to find someone,
Right.
Which was my hope in the first place, but my friend has just disappeared.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, that was a great thought, and it did work.
For but a moment.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Oh, God damn it.
I mean, the last friend was, killed by a random band of rogues. Another one was picked up by a dragon or something. I don't know. All my friends disappear.
Maybe then you're the problem. Okay. After a few minutes, you get your drink, and you keep looking around the bar.
Yay, Sprite. Wait, no, Dr. Pepper. One of the two.
Either way. And, God damn it. Yeah, I woke up at like 5:30 this morning. And...
Sounds fun.
Yeah. Well, I had some Captain Crunch and watched some Saturday morning cartoons.
Yay, Captain Crunch.
Yep. And when I say Saturday morning cartoons, I mean stuff that I have on my hard drives, because Saturday morning cartoons don't exist anymore.
Or they're just not entertaining ones?
No, they actually don't exist. Because I was looking into it to see if there was something on like local channels, to see if there's anything I could, plug into the antenna for. And yeah, nothing. Like the concept of Saturday morning cartoons has been dissolved.
Well, is it all just like live action stuff now?
No, I think it's just...
News?
Yeah, like standard programming. That's not, Well,
that's lame.
I know. But fortunately on my hard drives, like what I was showing you earlier, Dave was kind enough to load up the Looney Tunes Golden collections. So, yeah, I watched a bunch of Bugs Bunny cartoons earlier.
Thank you.
Whilst I ate my Captain Crunch. But I did not get much sleep otherwise. Anyway.
Do I see anyone?
You actually do.
Yay.
You see kind of a grizzled older man sitting in a booth away from the door. And he's sitting there basically with his back to a wall. And he's not like watching anyone in particular, but he seems very aware of his surroundings.
Okay. Does he have like a drink or food or anything?
Oh yeah, no, he's having a drink.
All right. I'll walk up to him. Care if I join you?
That depends.
On what, sir?
Fuck. I was trying to think of the best way to do this. It depends on who you are.
Well, for myself, I am Belenus Mordred. came to visit this town, and I've been here a number of times in the past, and I'm quite shocked by what I saw today.
Who sent you?
No one sent me. I was traveling around, trying to visit some of the places that I'd been before with my troop.
Then I recommend you visit another one.
Is it really that bad here?
He just kind of glares at you until you walk away. I'm not saying you walk away. I'm just saying he will glare at you until you walk away.
Are you perhaps wanting to help the people in this town out, or do you feel like there's anything that can be done?
Probably by someone who's not you, I'm guessing.
Well, I have a few tricks up my sleeve. Do you intend to help the townspeople out at all?
He empties his glass and just kind of shoves it at you as he gets up to meet someone at the door.
Obviously, he doesn't want to talk.
So, I don't know if you... yes, I don't know if you're watching him, but when he meets this person at the door, they shake hands, and you see them each kind of reach in, under their coat, or, whatever outer layer they're wearing. And they each, with their left hands, reach in, kind of make a gesture or something. And then they both walk out the door.
The Illuminati.
What'd you say?
The Illuminati. See, because it's slightly different. It's not the...
Oh, yeah, I didn't know if you were referencing something specific when you said that, so... That's why I asked.
Just the secret hand signals and whatnot.
No, yeah, I know what you were saying. I thought you may have been quoting something. So yeah, they step out the door, and...
What did the other fellow look like?
Not really, grizzled as the other gentleman is. A little bit younger than the other one. Not clean shaven. He's got some scruff. He, you could perhaps describe him as disreputable. But at the very least, a different disreputable from these clods that are, wreaking havoc across town.
Disreputable in the sense of like, just your regular pickpocket type.
Maybe. I mean, again, he's not wearing the uniform of these other guys, and I mean, from what you know of this older gentleman, he probably would not associate with any such people.
What does hedge magic do?
That allows you to clean a small area, prepare, a small portion of food without like fire or anything like that. I believe you could use it to create a small fire.
But it's not a kind of like illusory magic where I could disguise myself.
No, it's not. No, that would be any of a handful of other things.
Because I'm wanting to kind of pay attention to them, follow them a little bit.
Now then you better learn how to tiptoe.
Clickety, clickety, click. Damn it. Tap shoes.
That would actually be a concern for your character, wouldn't it? I forget, do we explain like what kind of performing he does?
I mean,
because he's trained in like sleight of hand, right?
Sleight of hand type stuff. For connection, it says traveling minstrels. Remember you fondly.
Yeah.
But as for exactly the kind of stuff he did, lockpicking, the Numenera, sabotage, and hedge magic.
So yeah, sabotage and hedge magic. Those are your Jack tricks of the trade. That's what those are. So I would need to read up on both of those in order to know what the hell I was talking about again.
I can't remember if I had another paper that had like other information on it.
It was most likely the book. So feel free to vamp.
Like something that said what my equipment or ciphers or whatever were.
So yeah, I think those would both be in those books.
I thought I had a paper that had something about it, like what I had, a mirror or whatnot.
Oh,
I thought.
Sorry, I do believe you. These are probably your notes here. Belenus.
Oddity, Wando glass.
Oh yeah. I forget what can I want to do again?
It's bendable. You can tie it in knots. It looks like.
That's right. So yeah, something like that. What would be a good use for that?
Cipher, knowledge enhanced.
You probably try bending it into kind of a vaguely carabiner shape and use that to, use ropes for belaying, maybe.
To try and remain undetectable or like unseen, like belay from the roofs or something.
Yeah.
Trying to. Good Lord.
See, stuff like that, I always try to think of the craziest things to use them for.
Would glass hold my...
Well, I think it's unbreakable, isn't it?
I mean, it says bendable and knots. I mean, considering it's glass, it should have broken, but I don't know. Like...
Ah, well.
I don't know the tensile strength of bendable glass.
Remember, it's scientifically magical here. So, I mean... there are options, is all I'm saying. At any rate, we can figure that out later, I'm sure. So, do you have actual notes on there? Of, like, which does what?
Which does what?
Your, whatever it is you were looking for. You were looking for notes.
I was hoping for more understanding of, like, what kind of stuff I might have done as a minstrel, but that does not exist.
No, yeah, I think you'll just have to look it up in those player options books there. God damn it, I am tired.
I'm not familiar with these books. What do you think it would be under?
Sabotage and hedge magic. Well, hedge magic is going to be under the player option, the player's guide. That'll be under Jack, Tricks of the Trade. That'll be Tier 1. And then Sabotage, I believe, is in the first player options. So it would be that other book you've got there. And, yeah, like I was saying, hedge magic, that doesn't really give you anything that's...
usable for this circumstance?
Yeah, at least nothing, like, helpful. Like I said, I think you can conjure a small fire.
Of a small object. He can temporarily change the color or basic appearance of a small object, cause small objects to float through the air, clean a small area, mend a broken object, prepare but not create food, and so on. And
so yeah, there's that. Yeah, and like I said, Sabotage, I believe, is in that first player options book. Same thing, under Jack, Tricks of the Trade, Tier 1. And I think that is specifically just sabotaging the workings of some sort of mechanism.
Yeah, logs, dismantling devices, trained in lockpicking.
Oh, that's where you get lockpicking from, I guess.
The Numenera in any task that involves sabotaging an object. Damn it. I wanted something to be able to follow without being detected, but I can see myself like missing a roll while I'm carabining.
Well,
your rope slips and you fall. Damn it.
I'd make it much funnier than that. Again, if you want to follow them, you should probably get going because, I mean...
I will try to do so as...
say, they probably made some distance now,
Undescriptedly, well, I don't know. It's hard for me to determine whether, like, in playing this, how much time you're allowing to pass between my, like, looking at books and discussing things. Semi-off camera?
Yeah, well... I don't want us to make a meal out of it, so... Basically, just whenever things start to lag to the point of no progress,
I will.
Then I'll kind of
try to follow.
All right. So you get out the door, and you do see the two men walking down the street.
I don't want to follow so close that like I'd be easily like observable. I guess if I can help it.
Right.
At least kind of see where they're going. At least.
Okay.
If I'm close enough to hear them talking, I'm close enough to be seen very easily and noticed.
Probably. That would be a fair assumption. We probably should get some dice going. There is the one dice tray I believe is closer to you.
I'll roll the pencil instead.
No, that's not how that works, dummy.
Where's?
In the middle there. Yeah, on the other side of that dice tower. Yeah, that dice box there. Yep, where we have all the sets of dice. Go ahead and grab a full set. You're not going to need most of them most of the time, but better to have them and not need them than need them and not have them.
That's what they said.
Yeah. Now, condoms and hand grenades, I get it. Okay.
Do not keep in places of extreme heat. For both of those.
Oh, are you talking about me again?
Well,
because I hate the heat.
I guess you would also fall into that category. But, condoms and hand grenades.
Oh. Yeah. You definitely don't want condoms getting too warm. Oh, that's the other set. Nice. Okay. All right. Well. Okay. Cool. Sorry, I just got another Facebook message about poker tonight, so. All right. Go ahead and give me... Let's see. Give me an intellect roll.
And that would be using...
You just roll the d20. Yeah, I'm just stating what stat we're using here for no real purpose necessarily.
A 12.
Okay, you roll 12?
Mm-hmm.
All right. As you're following these two men, it is getting kind of dark now.
Damn it.
Oh, no. I mean, again, it's dusk. Because the very public execution of the former mayor would have been just before sundown, to make sure that everyone could see it. And you would have spent some time in the bar. So, yeah.
My friend.
The sun is down. Anyway, as you follow these gentlemen, every once in a while you see one or both of them kind of looking around them and looking back behind them. You see no indication that they've seen you.
Or that they care.
Yeah. You just, every half a block or so, they do kind of stop and take a moment to look around them and see what's going on around them. And after about 20 minutes or so, they stop at the end of a dark alley.
Scary.
Oh yeah, of course. Dark alleys are always scary. I guess. I grew up with that shit, so It's not a thing for me. But I am, however, about to sneeze.
Plague.
Excuse me.
Corona.
Huh? No.
Corona.
Shut up, dummy. So, as they stop at the end of this alley, they both kind of turn their backs to it, look around for a while, a good minute or so. Just as you think that they may have spotted you, the younger gentleman steps back into the alley.
Backwards?
Yeah. And then after another couple beats, the older gentleman steps back into the alley.
Both backwards?
Well, yeah, they're just kind of, keeping their eye to the street, make sure, I forget, what were we calling these guys in the uniforms? The gangster types. I forget. But for lack of a better word, we'll just...
Thuggy thugs.
Yeah, I was going to say, we'll just call them thugs. So yeah, they're... you presume that they're just watching out for these thugs, making sure they're not spotted going into this alley.
Damn those thugs.
And I forgot to set my timer so I could track how long we do this.
Damn it.
And that I can never remember how that fucking timer works.
Well, when you press the start button...
No. I don't know if it's like counting... I presume it's counting seconds, but I don't know. Never remember. Okay. All right, 27 minutes so far. And that includes some of our bullshitting before actually getting back into the game.
the 26 minutes worth of talking?
Pretty much. So, yeah.
Okay, so they both disappear.
I mean, they don't disappear. They just step down an alley.
Into the alley. All right, I will approach with caution. First, trying to see if, as I get closer, if I can't hear. Are there a lot of people nearby, milling about?
No, the street is starting to empty out. Because, like I said, we are now. Yeah, it's now nighttime. The sun is down. People need to get to
Betty Boo.
Yeah, they need to get home because, God only knows what the workday is going to be like tomorrow.
Damn it, work.
Well, no, because of the crime element moving into town and taking over things and doing stuff.
Doing stuff, taking names, maybe taking ass.
No, not really.
Taking ass and kicking names.
There's that.
All right, so yeah, I try to approach, not like run to the alley. Also, not only would it be noticeable, but it'd be noisy as well.
Oh, yeah. Because you are very clumsy.
I have my tap shoes.
I don't know about Belenus, but I'm just talking about Ben. Ben is very clumsy.
Where's that light up finger? You can stick it somewhere.
It's right here.
You can take that ET finger and stick it.
Except I can't get my middle finger in there well enough. There we go.
Stick it.
Yeah. All right.
Do I hear any voices, any talking as I approach?
Give me another roll. And I'll just say this.
17.
Okay, cool. I was going to kind of give you some numbers to aim for, but 17 exceeds both of what I was thinking of.
Generally, I imagine the higher the better, but...
Right.
I mean, I can try to aim for the numbers all I want. But considering how well most of us roll in this room...
Yeah. Oh, it is bad. Okay, so...
It's because the treats aren't quiet enough.
You shut your whore mouth.
They're tasty. I mean, I'm not gonna bash their tastiness.
No, I know. I see what you're doing there. because this is the Quiet Treat Studio. Ha 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 ha. You go to hell, Ben.
Hey, I'm halfway there. And you know what? It looks really fun from this viewpoint.
No, it really is. Yes, there is a special place in hell for people like me. It's called a throne. Yeah, I saw that on a t-shirt or a meme or something, and I was like, yeah, that fits me. As you walk past the end of this alley, you see the two men 50, 70 feet or so down, and it is very dark down there. You see one of them, you can just kind of hear that someone is talking. You can't hear what's being said. But you see that the older man is saying something to someone. And then a door's open and the two men walk in.
Damn, I don't know how I will get in. Because I don't know the secret hand signal, I'm guessing. I saw that one was made, but not exactly what it was.
Well, I will tell you this. You don't know specifically that it was a hand signal.
That they made at the door. Or at the bar.
Yeah. They
could have just shown each other like badges or something.
Exactly.
Okay,
So, yeah, you can try gesturing all you want, but you don't know whether that's going to accomplish anything.
Instead of tying the glass wand to a knot in my hands or in a knot instead. Whoops.
And that could be amusing for Tim. But usually when things are amusing for Tim, they are...
bad for the player.
Yeah, they're not great for anyone else.
How tall is the buildings that are around on either side of the alley?
Oh no, my station has been attacked. Sorry, that was a Star Trek game
pardon?
thing. No, I just had a notification from the Star Trek game. My space station was attacked. I'll deal with it later. So, I mean, they're not like huge buildings. They are typically at most maybe 2 floors. But for the most part, they're just single floor. As a building is a bit generous, but they are considerably better than like grass huts.
Okay, like something I might be able to like climb up. Is there anything? Can I see the door that they would have gone through? And if there's like anything above it that I could have like perched on or like hidden on to like watch as people enter?
Arg. Well,
You catch on my drift?
oh no, absolutely. I would say that the building they're meeting in is probably 2 floors. The building next to it, across the alley from it, is just 1.
Does it look like there's stuff that I can kind of hide behind, like on the roof that I might be able to?
Well, yeah, it's not really like that kind of building. I think you're picturing these buildings what we would consider to be modern. I mean, at most, they might have a chimney. But that's...
Is there a lot of stuff in the alley maybe that I can hide behind?
There are a couple of like small crates and 1 or 2 piles of garbage from some business. I haven't thought too far into the backstory of these buildings, so I don't know exactly what they are or what they do there. So, I mean, there's nothing you could really like hide behind. And there might be 1 or 2 crates that you could like stack up enough you might be able to shimmy onto the shorter roof. But at the same time, if you moved fast enough, you could just as easily kind of, crawl your way up between the 2 buildings. It's not like a super wide alley. It's maybe 5 or 6 feet between the two buildings.
Crawl my way to the... Well, I mean, I can't just go knock on the door and, ask to be let in. I don't really see that.
That would be very bold. Absolutely. I mean, you know me, I don't discount anything, but...
I'm wanting to be a little bit sneaky at this point. Just because I don't know or understand who these individuals are. If it looks like I can get... Could I maybe stack the boxes like on the other side of the door, like from the alley that people would typically be coming from?
If you want to move them a lot, I mean,
necessarily.
yeah. I mean, they're not like...
You said there's not really a lot to hide behind on the roof either.
No. I mean, most people don't typically look up at the roof. So as long as you're not doing anything to draw attention to yourself.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I'll try it. I'll try and see if I can't manage to get myself up onto the roof, kind of in a point that I can kind of like watch or listen to.
All right. So how are you going to go about it?
There's nothing like without stacking that I can use to climb?
No, not really. But like I said, you can try just like, pressing your arms and feet against the opposing walls and just kind of crawl your way up.
If the buildings are close enough, sure. Why the hell not? I'll give it a shot.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, I'm trying to think, because I used to do this all the time back in the house where I grew up. It was maybe 4 feet between them. 3.5, 4 feet. I never actually measured it. I just know it was...
Phrasing?
What? No, shut up.
Phrasing.
No, I just remember that at age, 13, 14, 15, I would have to... I could put my hands on both walls, but my arms were almost completely stretched out. So I would have been almost 6 feet at that point, which means that my span would have been almost 6 feet from fingertip to fingertip. So I probably would have lost about 6 inches on either side, having to put my palms on the walls. So, yeah, you should be able to reach across 5 feet.
All right.
Bagman. I forget. Where are your edges?
The end of this. No. I have one in intellect.
Just the one in intellect?
Yeah, I imagine I'll get more the later the game progresses. But
you can. I thought you just started out with 2. All right.
I wish.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
So this will be a might task, and we will say that it is a difficulty 3. So if you wanted to spend a might point to reduce the difficulty, yeah, I think that's what that would do here. You may. But with difficulty 3?
Mm-hmm.
Is it?
That's what you said.
Yeah, okay.
What would I have to roll?
You have to roll 9 or higher than 9. Typically it's 9 or higher. But yeah, I'm just going to say you have to hit 10 or higher.
Come on. 20.
Holy shit. Well, fuck.
Okay.
No. It's not what I meant. Bastard. All right, well. Then, so yeah, with a 20, you would get, I think, a major effect is an option here. Traditionally, it would be a minor effect if you rolled, 17, 18, or 19.
Okay.
But fuck it. I'm making rules as we go. So you're going to get a really good major effect from this. You manage to shimmy up between these two buildings very quickly and uncharacteristically silent. Once you get on top of this roof, you're able to very easily just kind of move across it without, making much noise at all.
That's good. Hate when those noisy roof tiles slide off and break.
Yeah, exactly.
If that's the kind of tiles that they would have.
No, I'm picturing this more as like a square building. Because this is...
Put my foot through like someone's roof. Oops, sorry.
No, and given the trade of this town, the roofs wouldn't be like thatched straw or anything like that. So they would be fairly solid, well-made buildings, just not super modern as we would perceive them. And yeah, you manage to position yourself directly across from the door, and you do see some windows, and you see some candlelights moving deep past the windows. So there's no one like really hanging out by the windows at all. You would estimate maybe a half dozen or so people in that room, but they're not looking outside.
Okay. And they're all on the bottom floor.
What?
They're all on the bottom floor.
Oh, no. You see these people on the second floor, directly across from you. But they are not spending much time by the doors. By the windows, like looking out for anything, or in particular, people like you spying on them.
Thankfully.
Yeah. So you got that going for you. And then, like I said, you managed to position yourself, across from the door. And all the while, making no noise for anyone to hear you.
How much can I alter small objects?
You can change, like the coloration. Yeah, I think that's about it.
Just the coloration?
Yeah, I don't think you can really change their fundamental structure at all.
Or shape.
Yeah.
Darn.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure there are other abilities that permit that, but... So, yeah.
Because I was thinking of, like, trying to change the shape of the glass wand thing into, like, a cone or something.
Try and turn it into a listening horn?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a bad idea. I like that.
Do I have paper or something like that?
No, but you're close enough that...
Okay, I can hear.
Yeah, because, I mean, the roof would be about 10 or 11 feet high. So, unless they're really whispering, you should be able to hear them.
Which I imagine they don't think that someone would be really paying attention to them.
Well, no. Because, again, from what you witnessed earlier, there was a conversation and then the door opened.
Okay. What do they talk about? What do I hear?
Well, it takes some time. And we'll say it's about an hour or so.
Jeez. They're waiting for something in the oven or something?
What?
They're waiting for the cookies in the oven to finish baking before they start their meeting?
No.
Donuts.
No, it's just an hour before you see anyone else coming down the alley.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, whatever's going on inside, you can't hear. Yeah, when you were talking about hearing them, I thought you were talking about hearing someone at the door below.
Also a concern.
Well, yeah, I thought you were waiting for, to see how people got in so that you could get in.
That is my primary concern, but
yeah,
if I can happen to hear anything.
Yeah, no, you don't hear anything going on inside. And like I said, you only see, a few candles. You think there may be as many as a half dozen or so people in there. All right. Anyway, the next people you see coming down the alley wind up being some of these fucking thugs.
Damn those thugs.
Yep.
Thugs.
You see two coming down from the alley where you and the two gentlemen came in. And on the other side of the alley, you see two other men. And they're all in the uniform. They all have their swords. And they all look very not nice right now.
Damn it. They're not coming to celebrate?
No.
Happy birthday.
No. To call back to episode 1, there is no cake here.
Damn it. Pie?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, the pie's already in the mail.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, that's a joke no one's going to get. And if someone does get it, it'll be long after that's happened, and it's probably been a few conversations by now.
Fair enough.
Yeah, because she has listened to the show. I don't know if she still does or keeps up, but
Fair enough.
yeah.
Oakley dokley.
All right.
What transpires?
Well, you see these 4 men coming down the alley. You presume towards the door that you're watching.
That would make sense.
It would. So I'm going to have to figure out another reason for them to be there. And we'll worry about that next episode. Dun dun dun.